everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Afro.Dis.Iac and for today's video, I will be showing you how to create an easy everyday look. So this is something that you could do on a daily basis for work or for just staying at home, but something that wouldn't require much change if and when you need to go somewhere that requires a bit of glamming. I am also excited to do this video because I will be trying out products that I discovered recently, as well as some old favorites that has been staple in my kits. So if you want to know how, stick around and let's have some fun. I have gone ahead and started preparing my skin because skin prep is very important if you want your makeup to last long. I use this clarifying lotion from CLINIQUE and I'm going to follow that up with this All About Eyes cream from CLINIQUE as well. For base, I will be using this new primer from UOMA. So this is one of my recent discovery. Wow, this primer feels like a mousse. It has that velvety, smooth texture. And I don't know if you can see it, but it really blurs the pores on my face. Very promising. And the lip balm, very important. And we're good to go. So I will begin with the eyes first, like I always do, and I will be using this velvet shadow stick from NARS. And then using this duo eyeshadow from NARS, which is an old favorite, using a flat brush. I'm going to use this lighter color first, take off as much as I can, and I'm just going to press that all over my lid. And then moving to this beautiful face palette from UOMA, I will be using this beautiful bronzer using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I will just use that as a transition color. There you go. And then using another velvet shadow stick, this time with a tight lining brush. I am going to use that as an eyeliner. And then using a pencil brush, we're going to disturb that liner before it sets. I mean, you could totally leave it if you want, but I intend to use a liquid liner later on top of it, so I'm just using it as a sort of smoky guide. You can also use a Q-tip if you don't have a pencil brush like this. So a Q-tip would work just as fine. And obviously, if you don't have a monolid like me, you could use just a tiny liner. You don't have to draw the eyeliner as thick as the one that I did here. You could totally adapt this look to your own eye, to your own preference as well. Right, so I've totally changed my mind. I've totally changed my mind and decided to make this cream shadow stick eyeliner a little bit more defined. I might still use a liquid liner later because I have a very beautiful liquid liner to use. but I don't know, for some reason I got carried away and then just decided to make it more defined. But I'm still diffusing it, so it still is smoky. There you go. I'm just going back in again with this bronzer and then just adding a tiny bit more color on my crease. So the eyes is pretty much done, so I will be moving to the skin now, and I will be using this foundation from UOMA as well. This is a satin finish foundation with a buildable coverage. So UOMA is a relatively new brand. They launched in 2019 and is independent, black owned, female owned. She is based in LA as well as in London, and UOMA as a word means so many different things in several languages. UOMA as a brand, which is of Nigerian origin, means beautiful, I believe. But if it's Italian, I believe it is women, and then woman, sorry. And then for Hindi, I believe it's mother. So I'm not gonna play linguist here. Makeup artist, Shanice, the one who works for UOMA, told me this the other day, and yeah, so don't take my word for it. I'm not playing linguist. I'm a makeup artist. But I mean, thinking about it, beautiful woman, mother, they are interconnected anyway, so it could easily mean the same thing to another language. And at first I wasn't really paying attention to the brand because I feel like it's too wokey, and I'm trying to veer away from anything that's woke. But when they moved their counter next to ours in Bobbi Brown in Liberty, I started playing with the products, and the first thing that I really noticed is the eyeliner. It's really good, and it's not very expensive. It's not expensive at all. It's very affordable. But yeah, the eyeliner was good, and then I started playing with the foundation, and then this face palette, which is really good. So in here you've got a very beautiful bronzer, you've got a beautiful blusher, which I think could give NARS Orgasm a run for their money. And then you've got these two highlighter. One is the main highlighter and the other one is more for a pop of more highlight. And it's really good. I think it's £39, which for a whole face palette is really reasonably priced. Now, I'm not trying to sell this. I don't work for the brand, but I just really find the brand, you know, even though it sounds really woke, it's really good. So that's the foundation done, and so far so good. It's sitting nicely on my skin. Decent coverage. And then moving to concealer, I will be using this Stay Woke, funnily enough, concealer. Right, so that's the concealer working its magic on me, and yeah, it's sitting nicely. onto my skin. So I'm gonna leave that alone for a while and I will be moving to contouring now. For contouring, I will be using this double take contour stick. So this is a contour as well as highlighting cream stick. And then the other end of it as a highlighter. And then going back with the foundation brush just to diffuse that shine a bit. There you go. And then going back again to this bronzer, now with a big face brush. And for powder, I will be using this one from NARS. And then back to this face palette, now using the blush. And then the highlighter, just a tiny bit. And for brows, I will be using the Holy Trinity for brows from Stroke. So I will begin with this Brow Sculptor Duo first. And this brow painter just to mimic some hair strokes. And I'm going to set that with this brow fixer. And then going back to the eyes, and it will be a little bit challenging because even though I really love this eyeliner, it's quite short. So it comes in a much bigger size, a much longer size, but unfortunately this is the only one that I have. But I will try my best. So I will just try to trace the eyeshadow. So this is me trying to salvage this eyeliner, which has gone much thicker. I should have been content with that cream shadow, but I pushed my luck. Lesson learned, makontento. Pag tama na, stop na. Yeah, I should have just stayed with the cream shadow. I mean, it still is nice. But personally, I would prefer the first one, just with a cream shadow. Yan ang napapala ng matitigas ang ulo. There you go. And then I'm going to curl my lashes and then mascara. For mascara, I will be using this one from UOMA as well. This is the Drama Bomb. So that's the lashes done with the aid of very natural Eyelure lashes. And now going back to this palette and using the same flat brush that I used earlier, using the bronzer, and I'm just going to run that on my lower lash line for a little bit of definition. I'm not gonna use anything dark on my lower lash line because, as you can see, the eyeliner is already quite dramatic, so I want to keep the lower lash line almost bare, just so it would still convey that very natural look. Very natural. Were you kidding? And finally, the lips. I will be using this matte lipstick from NARS. A bit too plummy for summer, but very nice. And I'm just going back in again with this highlighter. I know I keep coming back to this palette. And I'm just going to add a bit of that highlighter on my crease. There you go. And there you have it. An easy everyday look that turned into an easy everyday glam. But hey, who would say no to glam? I hope you would recreate this look and let me know how you get on with it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I love doing it. And as always, if there is a look that you want me to create for you, just put it down in the comment section and I will try my very best. Also, feel free to follow me on my Instagram. It's somewhere in here. And while we're at it, Please consider giving this video a thumbs up, consider subscribing and turn that notification on so you will be notified when a new video comes up. I hope to see you again on my next one, but until then, always remember, be kind to yourselves. Bye!